This is Earl Amin with the 2020 Foresight Podcast, where CEOs of small to global companies share their insights. It is 6 questions in 9 minutes because top CEOs know how to listen, concise. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In just a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, thanks for having me, Earl. I am Jacqueline Jimenez with Newsworthy Stories. And what I do is I teach people how to identify news stories where they live, work, volunteer, and worship. And then I help them get local news coverage or national news coverage, depending. But then I have also found, especially during COVID, that I can produce news stories for social media sites. And that has been very effective in generating new business. Because I've also worked for ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox affiliates, but also as a freelancer for nearly 30 years. And I actually began in radio. And so now it has come full circle. And so now I use my little radio news voice to not only write and produce the stories, but I track it, I voice it. And so businesses have been able to have a full news story about their business or how they're collaborating with other businesses for their social media sites. And so it's been very effective.
Fascinating. Question number 2, what's the best thing about being the CEO?
Well, the best thing about being a CEO is, of course, being able to manage your own business, being able to lead, not only do what you love to do, but share the wisdoms that you've learned over the years. For me, it is just using the wisdom in the way that I want to do it, not being told how to use my skills, but to be able to hone in on the people I want to help and serve with the skills that I have. Typically, it's businesses, nonprofits, churches. You know, the band it just grows because I am a CEO. And when you are in charge, you can do that.
Amen. All right, question number 3. I hear from other CEOs that leading their team and being able to see what lies ahead can be a challenge. What are your thoughts?
Well, for me, it's interesting because for me, my employees are typically people who I'm doing a shoot about. So my employees are the people in my stories. And so I'm teaching brand new people every single time. And so depending on how comfortable they are, usually most of them have never been on TV before. And so being able to share with them how to sometimes shoot their own video in areas where, say, they live across the country, but being able to work with them and then get that video back and then write a story about their business is sometimes a challenge because they don't know exactly what you're looking for. So you have to speak into them and go, this is how you shoot it. Give me the net sound of you putting the pot on, the top on the pot, and bringing it, so I can have something to edit appropriately.
Well, question number 4, what piece of insight do you want to share with other CEOs?
Love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Find what it is that you really enjoy, because you'll be able to send that message out. It will come out of your business. People will want to work with you because of what you love to do. It's so much more effective when you are doing something that you're putting your heart into, you're seeing a difference, and make sure whatever you're doing is helping others in the end, that you're actually serving someone else. If you're just providing, or even if you just have a product, how you make the product, how long it lasts, how it delivers, very important. Make it last. And I think, if anything, that's what I would tell CEOs.
Very good. Question number 5, what other successful CEOs like yourself would you like to acknowledge and should be on my podcast?
Well, that's the easiest question on your list. First person that comes to mind is Ann McNeil. Ann McNeil is with the National Association of Black Women in Construction. She is a founder and she has like 12 other things that she's involved in. but she is just terrific and very inspiring. And she is a wealth investor. And she calls her the master builder. That's what she calls herself. The other would be, I wrote it down because I knew I would, sit here and blank out. Michael Goldstein of Land Infotech. What he's doing with companies and how he has pivoted during this pandemic is pretty vital for nonprofits and in particular. And also Linda Pringle Evans with Pringle Business Consulting, and of course, Ambassador Susan Johnson Cook, which you probably already had on your show. But if she hasn't been, she is the founder of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce and Charisma Speakers.
Yes, indeed. Yes, 3 of those 4 names I know very well.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Very good. Very good.
Excellent. Yay.
Well, now for the final question, question number 6. How do you celebrate a win?
For me, it's prayer. Prayer and praise and thanks and food. I love to eat. So food, that would be, definitely, that would be the number one thing. And also mimicking and doing more of it.
Very good. Jacqueline, it's been a pleasure having you here today. How can people find you?
Oh, you can find me by going to www.newsworthystory.com. Even though my company is Newsworthy Stories, it's newsworthystory.com.
Excellent. This is Earl Amin with the 2020 Foresight Podcast. For more insights, go to LinkedIn and search for The Gray Owl Company. Jacqueline, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.